let's start here at the White House in Iran. They are locked in a standoff over control of the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran saying the key shipping route won't reopen until the U.S., quote, corrects its behavior. President Trump's effort to bring a lasting peace in Gaza also hit a snag. Israel's prime minister saying no to the next phase of the president's peace plan, even though Hamas said it's committed. News Nation Washington correspondent Corey Smith is live at the White House for us. Hey, Corey, what's President Trump saying about his efforts to break these stalemates in the Middle East?
Well, right now, Mark, it looks like he's trying to play it cool, trying to keep things low key. Those are the words that he used when he spoke to Axios Sunday. For now, President Trump is willing to swap direct strikes on Iran for economic pressure, signaling he is willing to watch their economy crumble while he waits for a deal to materialize. We are low-keying it, the president said. We are only semi-negotiating with them. We are just watching Iran with its huge inflation and the fact they have no money. It'll work out. It always works out. It's like a chess game. Now, the president made those comments a day after Iran issued new demands of its own. Its foreign minister saying signing an agreement with Oman to create these new shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz won't be enough to reopen the critical waterway. So here is what Tehran is demanding. The U.S. must never threaten Iran or its allies in Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, and Iraq. It must lift its naval blockade of Iranian ports, withdraw its military, unfreeze assets. And this last one's important. Compensate Iran for damage it caused in widespread attacks on Iran since the conflict began. Now, the administration has said once the deal is announced between Iran and Oman to fully reopen the strait, then the United States will lift the blockade. Look, we know these two sides are exchanging messages through intermediaries right now. The White House continues to insist that progress is being made here. J.D. Vance saying we're in the middle of the game this weekend. But that is simply not enough to quell some bipartisan calls on the Hill for President Trump to explain what his strategy is to the American people to bring this conflict to an end.
I think the president needs to come out and speak forcefully on what the path forward is. And at some point, it may be that path forward works or not, but at least there needs to be that dialogue with the American people.
I am prepared to support a bad deal to end this war and reopen the strait, because the only deal that is available at this point in time is a terrible bad deal, but the war needs to end.
You can really hear the frustration in Senator Chris Murphy's voice there, Marky. So with the war in Iran inching closer to that 6-month mark, we'll see if President Trump's low-key approach can actually bring this conflict to an end.